Tipp FM's Tip Today.
With Slattery's Garage, Puck On. Main Peugeot dealers in the Premier County. And now stocking the full range of the luxury French car brand DS Automobiles. Book your test drive today with Slattery's Garage, Puck On. See slatterysgarage.ie.
Yeah, listener says, my favourite films are true stories, friend. Does this mean we will have no more true stories? Absolute nonsense. I don't think that's the case. I think in certain instances this is going to come up, I would imagine. I haven't made my mind up on Bridgerton. I'm sort of wading through it at the moment. I'm not sure if I'm enjoying it. You know, that's sort of one thing I am not enjoying, though, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on this, is the new Tom Vaughan Lawler one on a Sunday night. What is it called? Sacred Vows. I think it's absolutely appalling, and I'm a huge fan of his, and he's the only saving grace from the thing, playing the part of the priest. But what are they at? I have no idea what is going on there whatsoever. Love to hear your view on that. What do you reckon about Sacred Vows on Sunday nights on RTE? Orla Hanratty is a youth panellist with Webwise and will be participating in a special event at the Department of Justice, Home Affairs and Migration today. She's from the Presentation School in Clonmel. She's among 100 students from across Ireland taking part in this event. Will you tell me, Orla, what it is you're going to be doing in Dublin?
So I will be going to the National Safer Internet Day event in the Department of Justice. So young people, educators, policymakers and tech experts will all come together to talk about how we can keep children and teenagers safe in an online world shaped by AI. So we're going to be discussing loads of things, and I'll be talking on a panel along with journalist Roisin Ingle, a clinical senior psychologist from CAMS and a doctor from UCD as well. And we'll be discussing Gen AI like in everyday lives. So generative AI, the most common one people will see in their day-to-day lives would be large language models, things like ChatGPT or Microsoft Copilot. So that's when you go into one of these AI chatbots and you ask them a question or you give them a prompt, and they'll use technology to create responses for you. So they'll take resources from all over the internet and they'll use what they've been told by people using them previously and give you a response. They're not actually thinking, they don't actually understand what they're giving you.
They're taking from all these
things
places,
and they're using a prediction of, if I say the word dog, what's the most likely thing to come after it?
Do you use this on a daily basis?
Yeah, generative AI is being used by teenagers especially, like almost daily. Obviously not everybody, but the large majority. People are using it for schoolwork all over the place. It's so common to see somebody, say, an after-school study, just copying an answer straight into their copy from an AI chatbot. A lot of people are using it to replace search engines. Like instead of Google, they're just going straight to an AI because the information can be accessed much faster. They're using it for like writing emails, presentations, making schedules. There's loads of trends on TikTok and Instagram and stuff using AI, asking people to create an AI picture of them doing something. It's used unintentionally as well. So many of the apps that we're using every day, like Spotify, have AI algorithms that you wouldn't even realise. And then people use it as well for advice, social scenarios, things they'd be embarrassed to tell somebody. They go to an AI for a judgment free.
And Ola, everything you're saying to me there sounds all very positive. What are the problems though?
The biggest one for me anyways, and one that's at the forefront of everyone's minds, is the environmental impact of AI. AI is using a huge amount of water. It's developing so quickly we can't keep up with how unsustainable it is. A big problem as well at the moment is deep fake and very realistic AI images and videos. It's become impossible to tell what is AI or what is not. It's very dangerous. People can be put into situations like very compromising images and videos, and they can be used to create dangerous like rhetorics as well, like fake videos of somebody doing something that they're actually like. We see it on social media all the time, even politicians.
That's a huge controversy at the moment, particularly where X is concerned. Are you also, well, maybe not you, but certainly I would be concerned that you'd lose certain skills, for example, that AI would do for you that you might be normally doing for yourself, whether it's grammatical stuff or whether it's mathematics or whatever, you know?
Yeah, so that's another big problem as well. Loads of professionals and educators are worried about the younger generations losing critical thinking skills or never developing them in the first place, just over relying on AI. And a big worry as well for young people, which isn't really talked about that much, is jobs being replaced.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people now are like going into college courses, or they don't know what to put on their CAO because they're not sure if that job will be there in 4 years.
Do you think that, again, people my age or parents, do you think we misunderstand what AI is all about?
I think adults are maybe, and obviously I can't speak for everyone, but taking AI just at face value, thinking, oh yeah, teenagers are just using it to cheat in their schoolwork, or they don't understand the risks. I think a big focus at the moment, the government especially, have gone straight to protection. They're trying to ban AI, they're trying to remove it from take away our access to it. Whereas I think that the most pragmatic thing to do would be to educate people about it, make it mandatory on our SPHE curriculums, the same way that internet safety is. AI safety and how to use AI, definitely we need so much more education around it. Young people want clear rules and guidance about AI. We want to know, am I allowed to use it in school? What are the rules? Where are my boundaries? We want skills to know how to evaluate AI content as well, how to tell if something is AI or real. People want an understanding of AI as well. People don't know how it works. Some people could think that AI is thinking it's going to take over our jobs. People don't realise how it works. And we want as well, another big thing is support for future careers in an AI world and information about what the job sector is going to look like in 10 years.
Everything that you've spoken to me about there, is that what you're going to be making reference to today for Internet Day Ambassador Programme? Is that what you'll be doing?
Yeah, so we'll be discussing with, as I said, all these policymakers, educators, young people and tech experts, anything from online safety to the future of digital education, and hopefully they'll be inspired then to change policies and take things like that into consideration when making decisions about AI and the law surrounding it.
Right, but at least you're having your voice heard, which is what's so important.
It's a brilliant opportunity.
Yeah.
Like, I'm passionate about my future and everyone's future. I would like to make a difference, or even think about making a difference, rather than just sitting there worrying about it. You know, it's better to do something than just worry. So I'm on the Webwise Youth Advisory Panel. So we meet around once a month, and then we've online things as well. And we talk, we fill in surveys, we advise and cooperate with organisations like Commission Man, and advise them when they're making policies and they're making resources for schools or for young people.
Well, we wish you the very best, Orla, and thanks for dropping into us today. Thank you.
Thank you.
Glad to be joined now by Orla McKeown and Heather Bain, both transition year students from the Presentation Secondary School in Clonmel as well. Good morning to you both. Heather, can I go to you first of all? Will you tell me about this event that's happening this morning?
This event is about teaching older people about giving them awareness on AI, how to stay safe, smart and in control of it. It's about helping people to understand the rapidly growing influence of AI. Tools like ChatGPT, Snapchat, MyAI, Gemini and other chat engines like that. While these tools can be brilliant for learning, creativity, language practice and getting quick explanations, they also come with a lot of risks.
All right. Well, good luck with teaching people like me all about this. Are you surprised at how little maybe older people know about this?
I feel like because it's advanced more in my generation, that we know more about it because we're kind of being brought up along with it now. We don't understand a lot of it, but it's there and a lot of people do use it. So it's more of, I feel like older people know about it, but they're not as they don't understand it as much as we would.
So we're making a presentation that we're going to present today in our school at 11:30. It's going to teach older, wiser learners about kind of just like the risks involved in using AI and kind of just more about what AI chatbots is.
So who's welcome along to this particular event then, Orla?
Anyone is welcome to come join us at 11:30 to 12:30 in the PE hall. It's on for an hour.
So I'm Tras O'Loughlin. I'm a post-primary teacher at Presentation Secondary School in Clonmel. I teach home economics, but I have a keen interest in technology, and I work in support services for other teachers with IJA, and I tutor in AI. And I'm very keen and passionate to share the technological advances with the students. So we set up, in conjunction with Microsoft, Dreamspace Ambassadors, and we've Orla as a past Dreamspace ambassador who has now gone on to be part of the national panel with WebWise, the youth panel.
And you must be very proud of her. Indeed, it's all moving so fast, Trasa, it's almost impossible to keep up with, isn't it?
Breakneck speed.
Yeah.
Everything changes. Sam Altman comes out with a new announcement. There's a lot of egos at play here. One moment it's Google is flying ahead. The next moment it is OpenAI. It is huge, and for some people they still do not even recognise what the logos mean and the brands are. Yet you open your WhatsApp today and down the bottom right hand corner you're going to have a little purple circle down there that is your Meta AI tool ready to go. I'm sure even here with your socials here you find you have AI responses flying in. And for some people, it's a wonderful tool to help.
Well, I think it's wonderful. We use it for research, and I find it invaluable at this point. I don't know how we got on without it, but a lot of people out there are at sea, a bit afraid of it even. So I'm just, the younger people here with us, they can help so much where that's concerned, can't they?
They can help so much because they'll encourage you to be the human in the room, and the critical oversight with the human eye is imperative here, because AI will always try to please you. It will always have a positive tone. It will give Fran Curry what he wants to hear. But you must review the output. You must look at it. You must fact check it, because it is a generative language model. It is trained on language, on data that exists, and that data can be biased. That data can hallucinate because it will generate what you are wanting to hear.
So what Orla said earlier on, that notion of critical thinking, I mean, we still must have critical thinking, maybe more so than ever.
More so than ever.
Yeah.
This is so important. It's so important that you're critical in the prompt that you create. So up to now, you would
the prompt. That's what you ask of.
That's what
AI,
you ask. So up
yeah.
to this point, someone would say to you, just Google it.
Yes.
Okay. So we need to move from that to learn how to prompt or prompt engineer. So you might ask something very simple like, I'm going to Cork, help me find some parking. Okay, you haven't told it what part of Cork or what street you want to do, what time of day, what parking might be open. You must give it parameters, and when you give parameters, you will then get a really good response. We had a lot of fun one time where we asked it about Michael Collins, and I know the Michael Collins most Irish people would think about, but this Gen AI told us about Michael Collins, who was involved in the Civil War on the moon, and the moon landing.
Right, so being specific, and learning how to do that properly, I would imagine, is hugely important. The event that's happening with yourselves today, people welcome along.
People are welcome along.
You don't have to be associated with the school particularly.
You don't. We're just keen to share the knowledge. Our Dreamspace ambassadors want to share with older people who maybe are unsure about AI, some of their knowledge around chatbots and how to use them wisely.
And it was lovely to meet those pupils from the Pres in Clonmel yesterday. We want to wish them the very, very best, particularly this morning. If you want to make your way along to the Pres and you want to find out a little bit more about AI, you'll be made welcome there as well. Fiona was on to say, and this is making reference to my conversation with Sarah Hart, and she says, can you imagine the uproar if a white man was cast to play Martin Luther King or Nelson Mandela? I would imagine there would be a little controversy about it, all right, Fiona. But of course, we've seen examples in the past of American Indians being played by white actors, for example, and Europeans playing the parts of Oriental people, and blackface performances with the Christy Minstrels and all of that. Even depictions of Jesus with those European features, which could not have been the case. For example, as well. So, yeah, it's interesting. I think it's a discussion that's going to go on. Now, following the piece about AI there, my friend Bernie Goldbach was on to say, the Computers in Education Conference in Limerick is happening on the last Saturday in February, and it covers ethical and sustainable usage of AI in Irish schools. And Bernie was telling me that he's going along to that himself, so fair play. We'll take a break, back in just a moment.
If it matters to you, it matters to us. Call Tipp today on 1-800-938-007.